He said, David, you're more righteous than me, and I know that someday God's going to make you king over Israel. And the very man that wanted to kill David is prophesying his kingdom to him. Now, how many of you know that's a miracle? See, God will make even those that are trying to hunt you down prophesy the promises of God over you. And how many of you are open? Are you open for somebody who isn't a believer to make your Joseph dream come true? That guy was not saved. He worshiped demons. But God made him put the ring on Joseph's finger. I'm telling you, there are going to be people that help you because God made them help you. Are you ready for that? Say, bring it on, Jesus. Now, but you have to act like Joseph. You can't get mad in prison. You have to make it run better. Okay, I think that went over some people's head. Most Christians, I'm in prison, I don't deserve it. Joseph's there, he makes it run better. Because if you can run a prison, you can run a people. You hearing me? Don't you put away your gift because you don't like the circumstance. You reign no matter where God put you, and God will promote you where you can't even reach the door. Okay? Okay, be seated in heavenly places in Christ Jesus. Now that's a long opening, but how many of you know it was worth standing up? Now, we're not done yet. You'll be standing back up again. Before I go into it, and I just want to say this so that I transition, I don't forget. My wife wrote an amazing book, God, I Feel Like Cinderella. Anybody ever read that? Somebody that didn't read it, you're going through a hard time, just run up. I'm going to give it to you. And I'd like to give away, also just run up. You can get my And David Perceived He Was King. You have to run up or you don't get it. Okay? I'm going to give this to you, sir. And I'm going to give this to you. Now, this is the deal. Now, what I want you to notice, I just want to say, you all just a little bit too complacent. There should have been like an Eagles rush, like football rush to the front of this. But how many of you know that in church we've been taught to be polite? Don't be that polite. Be sort of a little bit froggy. Jump a little bit more. Get a little bit more intense. You know, I'll just tell you that I have been getting bolder because everybody in the world is telling you what they are. Why aren't we telling them what we are? And don't think because people are different that if you minister to their spirit, they're not open. I would just tell this short little story. I was going into Starbucks and this guy was waiting on me. His hair was different colors. He had tattoos over both arms. I felt like if I read them, I'd have to get resaved. And earrings and piercings and, and I'm an old man in his eyes. And I thought, well, I minister to people. And I thought, well, Lord, this looks a little bit like a rough cut here, I'm a whole gray-haired man to him and his, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord said, he's somebody's son, he's somebody's grandson. You just do what you do. So I looked at him and I said, I'm pastor, but when I look at people, God shows me things. I ministered a word to him. And he was just sitting there taking it in. He went and got the Starbucks, come back. I'm going to thank you for that. That really touched me. I don't care what people look like on the outside. Inside, they have a heart just like you. They have fears. They have hopes. If you understand yourself, you'll understand other people. Now, I didn't say they're always in the right spirit, but if you find people, if you minister to people's spirit, don't try to change their mind, minister to them. You're called a witness